Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome to another episode of the 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke in the building. I don't know.
I don't know.
Um,
Mic check. What up?
I'm here with my brother Kesey.
What's good people?
All right. Anyways, we're going to ahead and move. What's up, Dre? How you doing, man?
Here with my co-host Zeke and my brother Keith. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? You see them Bucks hats I just got to keep the competition going?
Listen,
I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up on what I got. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we got a little Bucks hat competition.
What Bucks hat
popping
competition?
right now. Me and Kesey do, man.
Oh,
You wear
okay.
Bulls. You wear Chicago stuff.
I wear whatever
He's-
is, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
he started this competition.
Oh, he started.
You know what I'm saying?
He started because I rocked a few hats back to back.
I
was-
did too.
And you was
He
killing
was
him.
like, he was like, you know what?
You
You
was
ain't finna
killing him.
outdo my hats.
Exactly.
Nah,
I've
I
seen
got
it.
you.
So I went to the Bucks Pro Shop in the spirit of the playoff season today when I was downtown. Copped a few hats. Man, I got a really good deal popping right now. So if y'all go to the Pro Shop during regular hours, man, you can catch a really good deal on some good Buck stuff. So yeah. But it's good to be in here with my brothers again.
All
Happy
right.
to see y'all.
Happy to see you too, Dre.
Are you?
Oh,
Are you? You left me hanging in the parking lot.
I didn't. Why would you bring that up? I had to go pee.
Why would you bring that up? You could have just had to take care of some business.
No, I'm a real one.
So
I had to
94,
pee.
so 94 Feet Nation, listen here.
I had the liquor was running
We
through
got
me.
a ritual.
The liquor was running through me.
We got a ritual, right? We come into the building together. We walk in the building together. We talk crazy together to start the show.
Mhm.
But they broke the ritual today. So I came in confused. Like, oh, am I being cut out the deal?
How you gonna say
Hold on a second.
y'all
Hold on.
broke the ritual?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Kesey. Because I wasn't gonna bring all this up. But
We
since you
should.
brought it to the table,
Yes, we should.
what's the real reason you came in behind us?
What do you mean?
Because your phone is on do not disturb 90% of the day. 90% of the day.
Why
So
you gotta-
all his friends
gotta
and
put-
family
why
to
you gotta
know.
put
No,
my
no, no, no,
business out
Dre.
there?
Because you want to put it out there, let's put it out there. 90% of the time, Dre is out and about. His phone is on do not disturb. You gotta call this man 2-3 times for him to pick the phone up. Yeah, what's up? You called? Yeah, I did 20-30 minutes ago.
But you
I'm
get-
dead already.
but you-
If I was an emergency, I'd be dead already.
But you get a
Thanks
call
a
back,
lot,
don't you?
friend.
You get a call back, though, don't
So
you?
when the phone ringing, you know why though? Because I'm dead. Because I'm already dead.
Listen, man, it's good to be with y'all, especially in the atmosphere of playoff basketball, man.
That is true. This is probably the best time of the year. I ain't gonna hold you. We love the season, but playoff basketball is unmatched. Usually we do a injury report, but due to the it's only 16 teams left, so I can do a couple real quick. Julius Randle, I don't know if he'll be playing today, because they're currently playing right now. I don't know if he's in the game or not.
We'll see in about
But-
5 minutes, won't we?
He is dealing with an ankle injury. So we'll see what about that in about 5-10 minutes, like Dre said. Paul George will probably miss majority of the first round. That's even if it goes to 7 games. I think this with a leg injury. And I
They
believe
might
those
not
are.
even get out the first round.
We'll see what happens. But those
be
are
technical.
those are probably the two most significant injuries that are affecting teams. So with that being said, we're gonna move straight into the shoot around segment where we talk about the news and what's going on around in the NBA. I got a question for you guys. To start the pod off. What is the most surprising news this past week? I'll give you 3 options. The results of the play-in. Giannis' thoughts of calling it quits after the 2020 season, or Zion Williams being physically able to play but choosing not to due to mental barriers. Now, this last one I want to say with a caveat. I'm going by what I see. I know the NBA, your teammates, and everybody else going to spend it one way. I'm going by what I see. And from what I see, you were physically able to play. Gentlemen, you want to answer my question?
So for me, it's simple. It's Zion Williams.
Oh,
Simply because number 2 didn't surprise me because we were questioning Giannis's loyalty to Milwaukee anyway before we won a championship. The results of the play-in can go any way. That's why it's called the play-in. But Zion coming out, putting on these spectacular dunks during warm-ups, telling his team he's almost ready to play. And no one heard or said anything about mental barriers until they lost in the play-in tournament. So for me, it's Zion. Again, not judging if the mental health thing is real, but you didn't say none of this stuff when they gave you that super big contract to re-sign. You didn't talk about nothing about mental health. You were talking about getting physically in shape. And here's why it's super important for me to pick this one as well, is because of the comments that CJ McCollum made about him.
Thanks for pushing us forward.
Well, I'm not pushing you forward, but it adds.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It adds to the whole theory of what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to hide behind things now because you're not taking care of your body like an NBA player should, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went to the doctor last week and my doctor said, you know what? Everything is good, but you need to lose some weight, right? I said, thank you for telling me that, because all it takes is someone to tell me once that's in the medical field to do better, to live longer. Zion, they've been telling you this since the beginning.
Since you was a rookie.
Since you got out of college. And we're now 6 seasons in, and you still haven't done what you're supposed to do. So that news was shocking to me, because now we have a Ben Simmons issue. Now we might have, what's the big center that came out of LA? He was with Philly at one point. Andrew Bynum issue. Now we have issues with players literally saying that they're not going to come to work until they're ready. Must be nice.
Kesey?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. You know,
right, thank you. Appreciate that.
This guy getting in the back.
Thank you. Dre.
The resurrection jokes.
If it was Dre, I'd have been dead.
Only if it meant CPR. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
No, I keep the plastic in my wallet.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie either. Hey. So what you gonna do?
You gonna get up? Hey, I'm gonna look at you black. You gonna get up?
Hey, I'll be like, what's your final wish, G?
I'll be like,
where the keys to the car?
Hey, no,
where the keys to the car?
No, lock my laptop up.
We would
lock my laptop up. Pick my phone, get it.
We would never do that. We have a CPR kit over there, or first aid kit.
But go ahead, Kesey.
Okay, Kesey's the homeless one over there.
Kesey said he ain't even going to the first aid kit for you.
You better hope it's one over there.
Kesey not even gonna reach for it. Hey man, get up. Get up.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap you. Come on, man. Get up now. Stop playing.
Dre going to get the kit. Kesey like, hey man, get up.
Oh,
get up, man. Boy, I tell you.
Kesey, which one was most shocking to you,
brother? Probably the Zion is not really surprising to me, because I knew it was something. Just didn't know what it was, and they wasn't talking about it. But now all of a sudden that their season is over, now everybody want to be open.
Well, I'll say this.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll say this. To me, it was like the Zion thing happened the day before the game. It happened like the day before the game. He was like I'm physically able to play, but I just don't feel like myself. And I'm like, that's not a good look. And then you add the whole,
you know what that was,
dunking at practice for practice and stuff like that. That's not my thing.
He didn't want to get hurt on the last game of the season.
But that's what rehab is for.
Get hurt on the last game of the season. You know the season already over. You get hurt, and then you back in the trenches again to roll to recovery. You know what I mean?
I get it.
He already been on this road for how long now?
Like the last 2-3 years.
Since he been in the league. How long he been in the league? This is 4th season, right? 3rd season?
It's a little longer than that.
I think it's his 5th.
Because he's already signed a big contract, and you're not even eligible for that to the end of your 3rd.
That's what I'm saying. He in his 4th year.
4th year. And on top of that,
and he hasn't played a full season yet.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Wasn't his draft class 2020? Wasn't he a COVID draft? 2019. He was drafted in 2019.
Zion was before the COVID.
2019. I got it right here. 2019. So this would have been his 5th season.
But which one did surprise you, though, Kesey? Because
probably the Giannis.
Really?
I didn't really know he was going to call it quits. I thought maybe he was, maybe burnt out. But like calling it quits, that's big. That's huge.
To piggyback off what you just said, I was thinking the same thing because it's one thing for you to be like drained physically and you're not really, what I'm saying, burnt out. That I get that. But for you to say he was like, I talked to the front office and for them, shout outs to them for keeping it quiet because talking about a city not mourning, also mourning, but also we'd ran the streets. Okay, we've been flipping car. What do you mean you want to call it? Ah!
Yeah, you know how people do.
Exactly. So
no Giannis.
No Giannis
for the city of Milwaukee.
It'd be like Cleveland again. Folks would burn his jerseys.
Would you burn his jersey?
I wouldn't. I'm too old for that kind of stuff. But folks would really emotional sports fans would burn his jersey.
You think so?
What? Especially if he had walked away without giving us a championship. See, 2020, we didn't have a title. We lost in the bubble. We should have won, but we lost in the bubble.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I didn't really think about it like that. 2020 was a rough year for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So for Giannis to say that, is it surprising? To me, it's still surprising. Just because I hate to be this guy, Giannis, you still got money. Whether rough or not, you got money.
Yep.
And you probably got it better than any. Now, not to sit here and say mental health is not a real thing. I don't want to sit here and say
we don't really know what the depths of what was caused.
You're right. He just said, I thought about calling it quits. He was talking about mental health. He was like, I thought about calling it quits and such and such and such. But that was a close second to me. For me, as far as what was kind of like threw me back this week was the results of the play-in.
Really?
I thought the Lakers was done.
I
thought the Lakers
go to the finals.
We won't get to that in a minute. Well, I thought the Lakers was done. Barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna.
This is the Lakers suck yesterday. They suck again today.
That's a sound for a reason. Okay. So when they pulled one out, I was like,
but see, my thing is you can't keep doing that because they don't suck. They didn't suck yesterday or today.
I'm just saying. I was playing it for nostalgia.
I know, but it's over with now. It's getting played out.
Fine.
It's whack.
No, okay, one more time. Just for the road.
This is the Lakers suck.
Well, Golden State suck today. They suck tomorrow, and they suck yesterday too.
Golden State's going to the finals.
I'll bet some money on that.
I can't wait till we get there to start talking about that.
Time out.
Golden State's going to the finals.
Put your money where your mouth
every year, Dre. And you're gonna sit here and tell me?
Let's wait for this.
Let's get till we get there. But anyways, I thought the Lakers was barbecue chicken. I thought New Orleans was gonna win. They should have. But I thought they was gonna win. I thought they was gonna put out, and then I also thought who was that lost? New Orleans lost. I thought Chicago was barbecue chicken too. I didn't expect them. I didn't expect them to win the first game though. I was expecting Toronto, Miami type situation.
They actually should have won the second game too.
Yeah, but so the results of the play-in was kind of like really okay. All right. Okay.
So for me, the play-in results wasn't necessarily bad. I didn't have OKC going out like that.
Really?
OKC.
Once they won that first game, I was like. Well, OKC, I would say this. With OKC, you always like once they win one game, you always like, oh, that surprises you. Even with the bubble, but they always like, oh.
But that's why. But that's why I tell you the regular season is so different from the playoffs because anybody can win one game.
That's true. That's very true.
And like I heard somebody, I don't know who I was watching the other day, maybe Colin Coward.
Okay, I must be him.
And he was like, it's easy to win a game when you hear. You in OKC Tuesday, Thursday you in Sacramento.
Yes.
And Sunday here you come back to, let's just say, Chicago. You know what I mean? It's easy to get 3 wins that way.
Yeah.
And beat somebody and look good.
But when you got to play
the same team and take that mental.
And you got to make adjustments.
Yeah, make that mental adjustments. for the same team every night,
Yeah,
that's tough.
it is true. It's
Well,
tough.
especially if they know your style of game. Because one thing about I watched the Brooklyn game earlier. Brooklyn can adjust.
Adjust,
Can they beat Philly? We
Adjust.
don't know.
Adjust.
I said adjust.
adjust,
What?
adjust. You said adjust.
I said adjust.
What
Fine.
these- what-
They can adjust their lineup
well, let's just say
to match up. And let's also remember, Philly had record 3-point shooting today.
that'll never happen again.
It'll never happen again.
Never happen again.
And so Brooklyn has a chance to adjust their lineup.
Why when you do it, to me, it's all good.
No.
But you got an
Cause you be
attitude.
way
'Cause you
off.
got an
You
attitude.
be way
I
off.
don't be
You
that
be
far.
way off.
You be know what
You
I
be
be
way
talking
off.
about. You be know
You
what I
be
be
way
talking
off.
about.
Come
Let's
on.
just move on.
No.
Oh, when you
You brought
correct
it up.
Dre.
You-
You know what? When you
No.
correct the professor,
No.
they got some.
That's not true.
Adjust.
I said adjust. Adjust.
I guess-
ADJUST.
You know what?
Adjust.
Okay.
So anyway, OKC to lose by 25 against Minnesota, who is a sleeper.
I don't think so. What? Hold on a second though.
Against
What?
the Nuggets, they are.
I don't think so. But what? So okay, what was more surprising, the loss or the win
So for me,
for
the,
OKC specifically?
the lost. The loss.
To me, the loss.
The loss. Because he's
Not
isn't he
25.
nominated for most improved.
Yeah, but not by 20. If they lost, I'd be like 4, 6.
One,
not,
two,
yeah,
three.
not a blowout. Not a
They
blowout.
got blew out.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Not a
got blew out.
blowout.
After Minnesota is internally beefing with each other. Did I say that one right? Beefing. After that, after they're beefing with each other, you still didn't manage to take advantage of that.
Those issues will be corrected this
Well,
summer. I don't see Rudy.
See, what you got to remember is it's easy to win one game with a one star,
And they weren't on their home court either.
but to win multiple games, that's like a series.
Those are that's for seasoned. I say seasoned veteran.
You
teams,
need a second star to get you over that hump. Because that first game, Minnesota, the only reason they was in the game is because of Cat.
I was gonna say if he shows up to work, Minnesota's actually a force to be reckoned.
But the thing was to me, the Minnesota was to me was if Minnesota would have lost because they lost against the Lakers, if they'd have lost that other game versus OKC, then we gotta have as far as front office go, they gotta have a serious conversation about Rudy Gobert.
He's a problem.
And so he actually saved his spot on that team for the future to me because
You think so?
yes, because for you to cause havoc on the last game of the year and then for you to miss the first game playing game and then we lose
No,
that game
not miss. Suspended.
was suspended however he missed it he wasn't there due to his actions. And then for us, if we didn't blow this team out, we lost. Oh, we gotta have a conversation with you. We gotta have a real conversation. Like, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna keep on working because Kyle Anderson, I think his name is Kyle Anderson, but the way he was saying it, he already like, man, y'all got some decisions to make.
Did you see the leaked videotape?
That's what I'm talking about.
The leaked sound. But not only that, Rudy Gobert, we have to also remember, man, this is the same guy that had issues with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
the same guy
Yeah.
that broke up Utah. Now you're gonna let him come in and break up another. I'm not gonna call them good
Well,
franchise, but a developing franchise.
a young franchise.
There
When
you
you're
go.
a
That's
veteran.
better.
When
Listen,
you're a
that's
veteran, you're
better.
a young franchise.
Kyle
Yep.
Anderson ain't no
What?
he ain't no spider.
He ain't no spider.
He
and-
no
and-
spider.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like
And if it came down to it, they'll get rid of Anderson before they do Gobert.
But I think he was speaking some truth to where the majority of the team was feeling like that. I don't think he was the only person feeling like that. He didn't pull it out his butt. He was
No.
just like, hey, man, hey, I'm not the only person seeing it. Y'all got decisions to make this summer. So
like I'm tired
if
of
I'm gone, I'm gone. I'm a journeyman. I can get picked up.
you
But
can.
y'all got some problems. Just give your heads up
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
Moving forward and going back to the Zion thing, CJ McCollum after the Pelicans play and tournament loss said we've got to be available. We've got to do what we need to do off the court in terms of preparation, in terms of getting treatment, in terms of getting the right sleep. the right type of diet and the right type of diet were these shots at Zion Williams? And if they were they justified?
They were absolutely shots at Zion. They were justified. You're the highest paid player on that team. Likely the highest paid player.
Is he getting paid more than Bi?
He's getting paid a ton.
I know he's getting paid a ton. I don't know if he's getting paid more than Bi.
Who?
Zion.
So currently Zion is on his $44 million rookie contract.
Okay. But he signed an extension though.
Come on now.
I was gonna say it's not what's
You
the
know
name?
how I get like an elephant in the room.
It's not a mouse, is it?
No.
That's why I said I'm an elephant in the room now. Come on now.
First of all, number one, I'd have slowly just walked away and did it. So that's
we would have stopped this whole podcast. Like, okay,
all right now, guys.
We know somebody used to him.
Yeah.
I swear.
I'd be like, this contract is over.
Exactly.
This contract is over. But anyway, we're talking about.
But yeah, Zion makes 44 right now.
How much Bi make?
Who?
Bi.
Brandon
Brandon
Ingram.
Ingram.
Oh, so
Go ahead,
while you all look up the money, it was absolutely a shot at Zion. Again, I talked at the beginning of the podcast. Doctor said health is great, but I want you to drop X amount of this. I said, okay, cool. Let me start doing that. Zion has to know that if you're the franchise player that they drafted you to be, you have to take care of your body. You have to take care of your body, and you have to show up to work. You putting on these superstar dunks before the show. You putting on these dunks before the show doesn't help us do anything.
It doesn't.
Okay, all it does is gives people excitement for no reason at all.
You know what? Here's my thing. Here's my thing about that though. If let's say Zion said what he said, and then we didn't see these dunks, I would still be tripping about the statement, but I would give him some leeway because I'm like, okay, I'll give it some grace. I would give it some grace. I'm like, okay, he obviously knows his body. He obviously knows if he's not feeling well, we can, you know what I'm saying, he cannot participate. But when I see you out there practicing, and I think Vince Carter said this on ESPN, do it before the cameras come out, my guy.
Right.
Do this before the cameras come out.
But when are they never out, though?
They're never out, but you can.
They're never
the
not
staff,
out.
They're never out. They're never not out. But the staff can be like, hey, guys, no photography. We're just going to give these guys a couple minutes to practice.
Yeah.
So you can direct your narrative how you want it to be.
Right.
So when you sitting there dunking in front of us, and we like, and then the day before you say, I'm not physically ready and I don't feel like myself, I'm taking it as you in your street clothes, not know you in practice and stuff like that. Now, I will say this. CJ McCollum cleaned it up. I think it was yesterday or today. He cleaned it up. And he didn't have a choice because I want,
because he's still a role player on that team.
He's still a role player, but he's also one of the leaders.
He's a leader, but he's a role player. He's more expendable than Zion Williams.
That's true, but check this out.
Shouldn't be
the Puerto Rican guy. I hate to say that, but the guy on New Orleans team.
Calderon?
Yeah.
Jose Calderon?
Yeah.
Calderon.
He's been hurt for a while. I didn't see him do nothing. I haven't seen him do anything. I haven't seen him do anything. Now he is less significant than Zion, but if you're hurt, you're hurt.
When Giannis is hurt, he don't even come to games sometimes.
There you go.
You don't even leave the locker room. But Zion out here trying to cross people, put up poster dunks, and then I'm not going to play until I feel physically myself. That's disrespectful.
It's crazy.
It's insulting to your team.
And the fans.
I'm going to tell you why. It's not as bad as you think. Because it's one thing to do those things without anybody guarding you.
I heard
it's another thing to know you got to go against LeBrons and KDs. I'm just saying, like, those are the type of caliber of players he got to guard.
That is true. Yeah. You're right.
And all it takes is, because the way he looking right now, all it takes is one turn the wrong way, and he out 29 games.
First of all, the way he looking right now,
one burger.
True. In it. Oh man. And that too. He looking like he done had crawfish, shrimp, gumbo, jambalaya.
Eating good.
Down.
Eating good.
Eating good.
Eating good.
He didn't ate everything under the sink.
Exactly.
So it's our playoff episode, and we live. So we got some folks watching us live
I'm
on
telling what up.
the 94P podcast page, the TDR podcast page, our IG. So it's good to everybody watching us live.
Is this
The only thing that's
on
killing me
94
though
feed, or
is
this is yours? 'Cause, you know, you like. Wait, what did you just say?
it. He's made $44 million right so far,
Mm-hmm.
and he's played a career of 114 games.
We talked about this last week. Is it time to get rid of Zion? Let's just
Yes.
Let's just
So,
cut the, let's just cut
yes.
to it.
First year in the league, he plays 24 games.
Yeah,
24.
Second year in the league, he plays 60 games.
60 games. That was a good year.
Good year.
It's okay.
I think they
That was
went
the-
to. Hold on a second. Did they go to semifinals or finals?
I don't think he's ever been in the playoffs. While
Yeah.
he's been no. I don't think Zion has ever played in the playoffs.
Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead, Keith.
And then 21-22, he didn't play at all.
I remember that.
And then 2023, he plays 29 games.
See, that's something like so.
So
You.
now here we get ready to go into the 5th year of his career.
Mhm. He's
He's getting ready to make dang near probably close to $35 million a season.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Kesey, because
So his new contract is worth 5 years, $194 million.
So they made to the playoffs last year. Zion didn't play.
And he's projected to make $33 million next year, $36 million the next year, $38 million the following year, $41 million the following year, and $44 million the year after that.
So to sum it up, the New Orleans Pelicans has a Zion Williams problem.
hold on a second, real quick. Because I too believe this, but I'm gonna play devil advocate right here.
Of course you are.
This happened to Joel Embiid. This happened to Blake Griffin. This happened to a few other young stars where they didn't start their career.
Who?
Their career off.
You can't just say that. Who? You got to name them.
I don't know. I'm not a
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
And it's still happening.
well, that's okay.
It's
That's
still
better.
happening.
Joel Embiid. Joel
I'm
Embiid.
just
Joel
letting you
Embiid.
okay.
Joel Embiid. Blake Griffin. Those are the two guys at top of my head. Was like, are these guys going to be even good enough? Or trust the process?
So the difference is
I'm listening.
both of those guys take care of their health
How you know?
because neither of them was said to be overweight. Neither of them were said to be overweight.
They're not
Wait a minute.
overweight.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold
go
up.
ahead. Go ahead.
Neither of them blamed mental health at the last minute after they dunked all games. They had legit diagnosed foot and ankle problems. Live on TV bloopers. They had legit. What? Clean up. They had legit. They had legit issues diagnosed by a doctor.
He had an injury.
He had an injury, but when you're injured, you still take care of your athletic body. When Kobe was injured, he took care of his body. When Bron was injured, he took care of his body. When AD was injured, he took care of his body.
So what?
They didn't come back and say, he's 40 pounds overweight. They didn't come back and say, his diet stinks. These are all things they're saying about Zion. And again, no judgment in that because there's struggles with regular folks. So I can only imagine living in New Orleans and eating it up out there. But the bottom line is, man, Zion has not been there for his team, regardless of the why. And that's why you talk about NBA players. I mean, I think about Tractor Trailer, right? He didn't have a great career because he couldn't keep his health in line. Anthony Mason, he didn't have a great career because he couldn't keep his health in line. God rest the soul to both of those brothers. And Zion is now going on a path of unhealthiness based on reports. And then to have your teammate call you out, that was wrong. First of all, CJ McCullough, that was wrong.
Was it?
You do that stuff behind the scenes. You don't do that in the press. You don't do that in the media. You do that in the locker room. You charge them up as a team in the locker room and say, as a veteran, you need to get your stuff in order.
So you know what's funny about that? On one end, I see what you're saying, Dre. I do.
You know what? I'm not seeing what you're saying. Because if I'm CJ, I'm doing the same thing because CJ out there busting his butt.
I was gonna get that.
And who knows? CJ,
So
I
you're a
think
CJ fan again?
actually he has a torn ligament in his left thumb, either his left thumb or his right thumb.
Oh, CJ.
Yeah, and he still played through it because he knew the team needed him. Without him, they didn't stand a chance.
Agreed. The
Well,
New
hold on a
Orleans
second.
Pelicans have a Zion Williams problem. We know that.
So are you sticking with the? I wanna.
Sticking with the what? I said trade him in the last 2 episodes. I said let him go because there might be a team of suckers out there that want to take a chance on that. Dallas takes a lot of sucker chances. Maybe engage the Dallas Mavericks. Maybe engage the Los Angeles Lakers. Maybe engage the New York Knicks because the Knicks, it had been rumored that he wanted to go play with New York anyway.
It was.
So maybe engage them because right now, Zion, unfortunately, it sounds like he has created chemistry issues in the Pelicans locker room. He's created trust issues. And we all know from an NBA perspective, when there's issues of trust, when there's issues of brotherhood on the line, it spills over to the basketball court.
I mean, you're right. You are 100% right. I will say this. I was on the trade Zion train too. Like trade him, get rid of him. It's time to go. Because right now the Pelicans are on the cusp of being one of these young teams like the Minnesota Timberwolves who can make some real noise in the West. And so if I have a guy who's unreliable, even if he is because he's not even available 60% of the time, he's not even available 60% of the time. This is under 50%. So I'm looking at him like, dude, first of all, I'm looking at a situation where I gotta add stipulations to your next contract. I should have did it this time, but I was caught up in the hype. But next time, I got to add stipulations to your contract, and I don't want to go that route. As ownership, I don't want to go that route because now you're looking at me funny, I'm looking at you funny, and it just becomes a whole big thing. I mean, I will say, you know what? I'll say it too. I think they do got a Zion Williams problem. They need to get it together now. Whether that's them saying we trust the process, or that's because I think that we caught CJ at a moment of he just lost. He know they should have won that game. Brandon Ingram got fouled. Let me just say that should have been a 4-point play. But it's one of those things where like we shouldn't have been in this position because I don't know if y'all remember this or not. At one point in time, New Orleans was the best team in the league.
They were number 1,
and that had to do with Zion Williams. He was on that. He was playing too. So Zion Williams is a big part of this team.
But Kesey says it best. As much as we love basketball, he said, don't be confused by them first 25 games.
Yeah, that's true.
He says it best.
I say it every season.
Every season. That's true. So the NBA, the NBA finalists for the
who?
NBA finalists?
No, what did he say? Go who? Did he say go Lakers?
Did you say go Lakers?
No. Like, bro.
No, what are you talking about? You on the
Okay, I can't wait to play the tape back. If you said go Lakers,
you know what I said.
He said it.
I said what I said.
Oh man. Did you say it, Casey?
Yeah, he said go Lakers.
All right. You know, Drake quick to pull a tape.
I know he is.
What about the Bucks, man?
I don't give a that don't scare me.
So the NBA finalists for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Most Improved Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, and the new award, Clutch Player of the Year, have just been announced. I'm going to go over each one of these finalists, and we're going to go ahead and make our picks. We've been kind of putting this to the side for a while, but the time has come.
Some impressive nominations.
It is some impressive nominations. I mean, some from last year, but coming here and there. But
You're great.
That's true. I will give you that. You guys want me to start from the top or the bottom?
Don't matter.
It don't matter. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start from the top. For MVP, we're gonna do this award by award. Right. Most valuable player finalist is last year's winner, Joker, Joel Embiid, or Giannis Antetokounmpo. Who is your pick for MVP?
Giannis.
So
hold on.
Do we want to give our personal pick or who we think gonna win?
No, I want your personal pick. That's number one. Number two, this is the time to go live.
Oh well, we just want to let people taste.
You sure?
Yeah.
All
Man,
right, fine.
taste,
go ahead. Who y'all got? Who is your pick? Like now, I'm not saying because first of all, I'm gonna put this out there. Dre like to do this thing where he like, I want this person to win, but I think this person's gonna win. No. This is your pick.
What?
You got a vote.
Are you calling me a tap dancer?
Oh, you're Reverend Tap Dancer. You are Reverend Tap Dancer.
Bishop Tap Dance himself.
Exactly.
Tap
Now,
dance.
so who?
Why y'all taking me there today? Lord forgive me.
You know,
I don't know what I walked in
I
here
hope-
and just
I hope
got
it's on
some
live.
spirits
I
all
hope-
over
I know,
me.
but
I
you came
hope
here.
it's on
You
live.
came in there with your own spirits today. Come on now, because we hadn't said a word.
He said I grew up in church too.
You came here with your own spirits today.
So who is your pick for most valuable player?
So for me, my pick, and it should be this way, it should be the Joker.
Really?
It should be the Joker.
Why?
He's again to go. If y'all want to hear my full details on my why, go listen to the past 4 episodes. I won't waste your time going through that 37 minutes into the show. The Joker has averaged a triple-double. He is unstoppable. He's played more games than both Giannis and Embiid this year, and his numbers have not changed. They've only gotten better. Yes, we give the argument, well, he's just the same player. That's his game. But if your game is consistent triple-doubles yearly, if your game is being the best big man since Shaq, if your game is shooting the 3, they are the number 1 team in the Western Conference. He never had his other superstar, Jamal Murray, who became a star after injury, and he still carried the Nuggets to number 1. There are no Denver Nuggets playoffs if Joker doesn't win. The Bucks can compete without Giannis, but they can't win without Giannis. Denver can't compete without Joker.
What about
Says who?
What about Joel Embiid?
The
Joel
record
Embiid.
show when Joker doesn't play, Denver doesn't do that well.
What about Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid is
Philadelphia's trash without him.
they are trash, and they're going to lose them when they lose this year in the playoffs. But you gotta give it to the Joker.
Why?
If this was Kobe, this is what I'm going to say.
Oh,
No. Let me say this. This is what I'm going to say, Kesey. Let's not do to Joker what they did to LeBron, Michael, and Kobe. Kobe should have had more than 1 MVP. Bron should have had 7 or 8 straight along with Michael. If Joker is truly the best basketball player in the game based on statistical ability and how he changes the game, give the man the MVP.
I'm not giving him the MVP.
Real quick.
Joker's my MVP.
I'm not.
Okay, that's fine. But check this real quick. I just want to say something to you.
Go ahead.
Boogie said this.
And yes, I'm a Giannis fan. Yes, I'm an Embiid fan. I would
Hey.
love to give it to Giannis, but Joker is the man.
Real quick. I just want to put this out there. Boogie said this, and he kind of put it in perspective for me. If Joker wins 3rd MVP, 3 in a row, that rarely gets done in the NBA. That would put him up there with some of the greatest players this NBA game has ever seen. Hold on a second. Hold on. Real quick. That would put him above Shaq. That would put him above players like Kobe. That would
Tim
put
Duncan.
him Tim Duncan. That would put him above them because hold on a second.
I didn't say nothing.
They haven't done anything. And then on top of that, here's the thing about Joker. He's a great seasonal player. This is a seasonal award.
Yep.
But he ain't did nothing.
Which is why he won't be up there because he'll never win a championship.
That's
So
what I'm
then why
saying.
give him the MVP?
Then why
if he,
do it?
if he
Most
can, if he,
valuable player of the regular season.
All right. I'm not gonna argue. I just want to put that out there.
Of the no, I'm just answering this question.
Okay.
Most valuable player of the regular season, not the playoffs, not the finals, not the GOAT, regular season.
then it's
Let me ask you this question.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Steve Nash won how many MVPs?
2.
And he's not even mentioned in the top 25 greatest players. MVPs are just that. They are seasonal accolades that matter while you're playing. If you don't win a title, no one will ever come back and say
hold
Joker
on.
is an all-time
Wasn't
great.
you the same one who crucified Giannis the year he won it and they lost the first round of the playoffs?
I didn't crucify Giannis. I said
Wasn't that him?
I crucified the Bucks. I never said anything bad about Giannis other than 2 years ago saying his basketball IQ was questionable.
Yeah.
Other than 2 years,
Crucify
and
him.
it was,
You might as well crucify him.
and
then,
it
right?
was,
If you
and it was,
if you insult that man's intelligence,
and it
like-
was.
and then what did he come on to do the next year?
2 years ago,
And
it was.
What did he do to come back?
Did we lose in the bubble?
What did he do to
just
come
to
back?
Did we lose in the
What
bubble?
did he do the next
just
year?
to clear
Did
things
we
up.
lose
What-
in the bubble?
What
Just
did
to
he
clear-
do the following year to
Did
shut
we
your
lose in the
mouth?
bubble?
What did he do the following year to shut your mouth?
Did he lose in the bubble?
What did he do the
Yes,
following year to
we
shut
lost
Okay,
your
in the
mouth?
he
bubble.
lost in the bubble, and he didn't need to shut my mouth because as a fan, you can still be critical. You're the only one here who can't be critical of their favorite player.
We can keep on arguing. But
It's not
Kesey-
arguing.
Kesey, put your
It's debate.
No,
Who
he's
you-
going personal.
It's how is it personal?
We're not even talking
Oh,
about.
when
We
we
don't.
bring up LeBron. It's personal.
We're not talking about the Lakers, are we?
When we-
We're not talking about LeBron right now. We're talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo
Bro,
and
you-
what we think.
Bro, you
between-
brought LeBron up in the last discussion.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you
I
did.
did not. I haven't said LeBron name one time.
Woo, Jesus.
Besides when I said KD
Oh,
and talents,
Oh,
All right.
now,
caliber of talents. I never judged or said anything about LeBron. This podcast.
you have.
I have not.
You have.
He said something about the Lakers. But...
Yeah. But that doesn't matter. It's okay because he's your favorite player.
So, okay, Kesey. I'll go because you obviously
No, let him go.
Dre burning your biscuits. So.
Burn that mother sucker. Burn it. Put it on 450 and burn it.
There's no way
Who's your
Giannis
MVP
should
pick?
not be getting MVP this year.
So, okay,
I
go
would
ahead.
love for him to get
Let him go.
MVP.
Let him go.
I don't
Okay.
care.
All right,
What
go.
you-
Who's
I
your?
don't care what you
So
think.
Giannis is your
Talk
MVP
about
pick.
what I think.
So Giannis
I
is your
didn't say
MVP
that.
pick. Go ahead.
I said I would love for him to get the MVP.
He should be getting it.
But
He
he
should
Why?
have had it.
Why?
He should have had it the last 4 years.
Why? Why?
But nobody
4?
was upset when he couldn't get it
4?
because look at his stats the last 4 years.
Look at Jokers. Let's
Same-
be objective.
Same stats, but he keep getting it though, right?
Let's be
Mhm.
objective.
Same stats, but he keep getting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's-
Same stats, but he keep
They
getting
are
it,
not
and he
the
can't
same.
even get out of the. He can't even get out of the semifinals.
They don't judge the MVP on playoffs.
Okay, so we bringing it up because he get the MVP every year and he can't get out of the semifinals.
Well, then you call Adam Silver and tell him to add the playoffs to the MVP discussion.
because
I
the war
still-
come out after the finals.
I still
it doesn't.
believe-
It come the program comes off. They've already voted on.
They
this
already
stuff.
voted.
They already voted. Stephen A. Smith already spilled his beans. He already said who he voted for on all these
Who
awards.
cares what Stephen A. thinks?
The world cares. Come on.
I don't.
I know
We
you-
know.
I know you.
We
So
know.
you can't say the world. It's the world minus one.
Okay, 99.99% does. But
Do you care?
I would not really. You know,
Okay,
I'm
then.
not-
So don't say 99.
I'm more into Uncle Shay and Shannon these days.
Yeah, really?
Because
I like
Stephen
him.
A. and Michael Irvin, man, it's hard to watch.
I like Colin Coward.
He's good too.
I like him.
Colin.
He's good
I like
too.
him. I like him a lot.
But to your point, I would love for Giannis to get it. If I had a
So
vote,
Kesey, hold on,
I would
Kesey,
vote
why?
for him.
Kesey, why is
But it's
your vote? Why is your vote?
Because he does the same thing every year.
No, I'm saying why is Giannis your vote?
Because he does the same thing every year.
so Joker,
And if you look at it, without Giannis, where would the Bucks be? As the season goes,
Top
as the
five.
season was going on,
Top five.
top five what?
Top five team.
Top five,
Top five team.
we be in play-in.
Woo!
We be in play-in
No,
position
that's
without
insulting.
Giannis. Play-in without Giannis.
Kesey, let me ask you this.
Play-in.
Kesey, let me ask you this. How can you say the Bucks are the deepest roster, but they would be in
But they
play-in
built that
without
roster
Giannis?
over the season. They didn't have that roster all season.
They didn't have that roster all season, but we only added 2-3 pieces.
And one of them
If
hadn't even
that.
played. Two of them barely played.
2-3 pieces.
Two of them barely played.
Two pieces is a lot. You had a third piece and a fourth piece.
I would say this is what I'll say that Giannis, if Giannis wasn't on our team, we would depend a lot more on Chris Middleton. Now,
Okay.
with that
and
being
and
said,
and with Chris
hold on.
Middleton history right now, he in the same boat as Murray, right? They both can't find their way back, right?
Right? I get it.
So without Joker,
Uh-huh.
Denver's a play-in.
Oh, definitely.
No, Denver's a lottery.
No, they're not
Play.
a lot.
Yeah, they are.
They're
Play.
playing.
No.
Play.
Doubt it.
The year he won MVP, they got what, 6th seed? The year he won MVP. Oh, well, I don't say the year he won. The first one he won, they got 6. I think the second year he won.
And they got bounced. Was it last year in the conference finals, right?
Conference semi.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the two. But I know it was like they're in the playoffs every year.
Without
are now,
without
but-
Giannis, the Bucks are a play-in team.
I don't
We
know
be
that
in
I
this.
agree.
We
I
be
don't
in.
know
The,
if I
I'm gonna
agree
tell you
with
who we'll be like.
Oh,
We'll be like Miami.
or Brooklyn.
I was gonna say Brooklyn.
I would say Brooklyn.
I was gonna say Brooklyn.
Miami's a low play in. They got lucky.
I think
Who might get swept by the Milwaukee
Hold on,
Bucks.
check this out though,
We
real
in the
quick.
same boat as
Last
New York,
year-
Miami.
Last year, Miami was number
Brooklyn.
one, so I don't want to just shade them all the way. I know we
Last
got
year
beat.
and then the year before that, when we won
They were
second or third, they were second.
six.
They were six because they were seven because the Bucks were what 2 and we put them out.
We put them out
We
in
put them out in the first
okay,
round. They
you're
were
right.
7, and then the year before that they put us out in the play-in.
Yeah.
So Miami is not a scrub team.
But back to what you were saying, Keith. Go ahead. So you saying that you voted for Giannis?
Giannis is
more
10 times
effective.
more valuable to the Bucks than Joker is to the Denver Nuggets.
No, because here's the thing, bro. Giannis, when he sits out, the Bucks still play okay.
No, they play horrible. And if
Not
you,
always.
And if you watch the games this year,
I
when
wasn't
Giannis- when
many of
Giannis-
them.
when Giannis didn't play, we played crappy.
When he
We played
played,
scrappy, crummy basketball.
and then let's look at Denver.
And we got Javon Carter shooting 40 shots in them games.
Well, he gonna do that anyway. shoot them all, Javon.
I would say this with the Bucks without Giannis, you don't know who to like guard. So it's one of those things where like because we have Holiday, because we have Middleton, because we have Bobby Portis, because we have guys like that, you can't like with Giannis, you can kind of like develop your like what you want to do around him as far as defensive schemes go. But without him, you like, well, we're just gonna do a whatever and hope the Bucks miss. But I see what you're saying though, and that's your opinion. For
the
me,
Denver Nuggets, before you go,
Yeah.
are 3-4 without Joker this season. They lost 4 games, won 3.
that was towards the end of the season.
Not
too,
bad.
Analogy.
That was the end of the season.
That was
man.
towards the end of
but
the
it's
season.
still 3-4. No matter when it was, they're 3-4. Now the Bucks without Giannis, let's look at that. Go ahead, Zeke.
I was just gonna say, so
Who's
my
your MVP?
my MVP, taking away my bias for as a Bucks fan, take away that, it would probably be Embiid, and it's Embiid
because
because
he cried for it.
no, I didn't like
Because you
that.
feel sorry for him.
A little bit, but it's more of this though. Hold on a second though. It's more of this. This is what it's more of. Here's what I said. Last year, I thought he was gonna win MVP, but he didn't win MVP because towards the end of the season he got hurt, and so his stats weren't whatever.
Bucks are
But-
9-6 without Giannis.
Okay, but he still led the league in scoring two years in a row. And I think if he went because they didn't give it to him last year, they need to give it to him this year. Now, my thing about
Before you go, can I ask you this?
go ahead.
If Embiid wins it, you don't think he's gonna feel like this was a mercy award?
So this is the thing though. Here's the thing about that. I do feel like that. I feel like this will be equal to the Lakers bubble championship, where it's like
Asterisks.
it's asterisks next to it. But I also feel like this though. Towards the end of this year, Embiid went crazy. He was going crazy. He was going like for 50. And this is when Joker was out. It's a lot of slights against Embiid, but it's a lot of going for him. So I just feel like this is the year to give it to him. I think this is the year to give it to him because of the whole leading the league in scoring. No center has done that since Bobby McAdoo or something like that. And then like the whole
Is he the scoring champion too?
he's a scoring champion.
So that might
back
give
to
it
back. He was back to back scoring
Yeah.
champions.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing, it's like the small stuff could go against him. Like he had an opportunity to play Denver, and he set that game out. And I'm like, why would you do that?
While Joker played.
Why Joker play? And so it's one of those things for like, but when he do play against Denver, he do be giving Joker work. So
Oh yeah, Joker.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's just one of those things where it's so tit for tat with these two.
So why not Giannis?
For me, Giannis, to me, going to because I always say this. This is what Giannis do. He's very efficient. He knows how to get his buckets, and he's getting that. Somebody said this. I don't know what show it was on. He's starting to get that LeBron treatment, where we just expect this from Giannis,
Yeah.
and I do. I expect this from Giannis. So it's not so much out of the norm anymore. And I think once you go back to back MVPs, now I'm looking for something different to get your third MVP. That's why I'm not giving it to Joker either. Like if Giannis would have been shooting 40% from 3-point range, oh yeah, you got to give it to him. But he didn't, and so it's just one of those things where like I just feel like Embiid, this is the time to give it to Next, we got Defensive Player of the Year finalists. We have Brook Lopez of the Milwaukee Bucks, Jared Jackson Jr. of the Memphis Grizzlies, and we got Evan Mobley from Cleveland. Dre, we'll start with you again. Who is your Defensive Player of the Year?
So again, I would love to give it to Brook. I want to give it to Brook, but Triple J, man, JJ defensively has had a great year too. He's had a great year. He's averaged slightly more dunks than Brook. Slightly more dunks. His
Dunks or blocks?
Blocks, thank you. His defensive efficiency is slightly higher. Slightly higher. I would love to give it to Brook because he's never had it. Because it could be a buck sweep, right? Give Brook the defense, give Giannis the MVP, give Bobby the sixth man. Shout out to Bobby. But JJ, man, you got to give it. JJ's been balling too.
I don't care.
So let me finish.
Go ahead.
I would love to give it to Brook. I think JJ's gonna win it, but my pick is Brook Lopez.
Which one is it, Dre? Don't
I
do
just
that.
said JJ's gonna win it.
Who was your pick?
My pick is Brook Lopez.
Okay.
That's my pick. Brook Lopez. We went to games together and saw him block 9 blocks and put up points. What I like about Brook's points, Brook has had double doubles. Brook does it on both ends. JJ doesn't necessarily do it on both ends.
I don't think he does it on both things like that either, but
Brook does it on both. Brook can hit the 3 and race back down and get a block and a steal. So that's why I like Brook for this award, but I think
I like Brook for. I'm in the same boat as Dre. I think Jared Jackson's gonna win it, but I think Brook is the real defensive player of the year. And I like the way Brook been putting the ball on the floor this year. He ain't just been selling with all threes. He's put the ball on the floor quite a bit this year.
I think
and been very efficient.
That's very true. I think no, I'm going with Brook. I'm going with Brook, and I don't think if Jared Jackson win, to be honest with you, I think that's some BS because not only is it something different, but
well, Brook's never had it.
That's what I'm saying.
None of these players has ever had it.
Jared Jackson has had it.
Has he? I don't think so.
He might not have had it. Either he was first or he's always second. Either he's had it or he's always second. But he's always in a conversation. That's his thing. For me, again, I think like when you have to go with a team like Brook, I think the year that Brook for Brook to come back, correct me if I'm wrong, he came back from a back surgery, correct?
Yes, he did.
So we didn't expect this from Brook. And so for him to be named a finalist just lets us know what kind of defensive presence he has brought to this team. Yeah. And I think that he stepped his game up. So you got to give it to somebody like
that. Does NBA have a comeback player of the year award or no?
Yeah.
Do they?
No, they have most improved.
Okay.
But I'm glad you brought that up. He's a sleeper for most improved. He's not a finalist, but he's a sleeper.
You got Marcus Smart, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, Kawhi Leonard, Noah, Marcus Gasol. Those were the last 10.
Well, he's only been in the league 3-4 years. Yeah. So, but okay, now Jared Jackson is always second fiddle. So my thing is, I get that, and I'm sorry to that man, but Brook Lopez has been balling this year on the defensive end.
And you can tell the difference when Brook is not there.
Exactly.
Oh, you sure can.
Exactly.
What's my nephew always say to you about Brook? Preston, what does he always say about Brook?
Every time we go to the game, why Brook Lopez ain't playing?
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Giannis
all
playing.
people you can notice.
Giannis
wasn't playing the same game. He was like, well, why Brook Lopez ain't playing today? Like, dude, why Giannis ain't playing today?
Because even kids know out of the mouth of children.
My son loves Brook Lopez.
Defense wins champions.
He loves
Brook and that's like I'm saying, like that's why I'm like, I don't understand why. And I get it. Jared Jackson is a great defensive player, but Brook Lopez out of nowhere is just. I can't.
Shout out to Brook.
Preston
is your number one fan, Brook.
Protect Brook Lopez at all costs.
Yes.
Because he's a free agent this semester and folks gonna throw some cash.
Shout out to you, Brook. Because you are his point guard when he plays 2K on his Switch too as well, and you shoot a lot of threes with him. So you are the point guard, the big man, the shooting guard.
Wow.
The small forward, the power forward.
Stuff like that.
Dude, he make everybody pass Brook the ball in the game, dude. He loves Brook Lopez, dude. It's crazy.
I think this is going to be a sweep. We got the Rookie of the Year finalists. I'm going to get all the 3 of these names wrong. Well, at least 2 out of the 3.
For what?
Rookie of the year. What's his name? Pablo.
P.D. Pablo.
Pablo Banchero.
Pablo, yeah. And then we got
Pablo
Jaden
Banchero.
Williams. Jaden Williams
Walker Kessler.
and Walker Kelsler. Who you got? I got Pablo.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not seen many of them play at all because they are
Whoa.
on whack teams.
You seen Jaden play?
I seen him play with
Jaden's better than I
OKC.
thought he was.
He is better than I thought. he
Jalen
was.
Williams probably is the most underrated,
He's very underrated.
but as
He does a
far
little
as
stuff.
making a statement for a rookie coming in,
It's Pablo.
it's Pablo.
Pablo
From
started.
Orlando.
Yeah.
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 He had the most efficient season.
Yeah.
And to come in and put up the numbers he put in the first year,
No need to debate that.
there's even in a debate. 'cause
And
there's
he's
no
the
one-
sleeper pick too. He's
Yeah.
actually the sleeper pick, Pablo.
Wow.
He's a sleeper pick because
He
he didn't get. What I'm saying is he didn't get as much attention as the others.
They did.
No, I don't think so.
Their teams were better.
Well, there you go. Their
'Cause
team. There you go.
their
'Cause
teams were
Utah
better.
started with a playoff run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
don't know how they. Well, talk about that, but I don't know how they fell out. But anyways, next is 6-Man of the Year award
Bobby.
finalist.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Yes,
Bobby.
let's go. But that one's gonna be interesting because
I'm a-
all of them are some hitters.
All of them are
And Manuel
hitters.
quickly been balling.
Yes, and Brogdon.
And Brogdon.
All of them are
But-
some hitters.
So y'all going Bobby?
But I'm going Bobby because Bobby's a double-double.
We are,
Well,
we are
That's why I
so
say
Bobby.
Bobby.
We are so Bobby.
Even though Bobby
is
had-
here
Even so, Bobby comes off the bench. He's a walking double-double.
walking.
Uh,
And wait a minute. Not only is Bobby a walking double-double, Bobby can sub into the offensive
the
starters
starting.
and not disrupt the lineup.
I mean, that's
And not disrupt the game.
the open of a 6-man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
I see
like
what you're
Brogdon.
saying though. He like if Bobby really wanted to, he could be starting on somebody's team right now.
Oh, yeah.
if
most
Bobby
definitely.
could easily be starting on somebody's
Easily.
team right
He
now.
started for us most of last
He
season.
most definitely can go back to Chicago and start.
Yeah.
Bobby's my
I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't picking Bobby,
We know.
but
Go ahead and tell us.
y'all talk me into it. Let's go Bobby. Let's go Bobby.
Who are you picking? I'm curious.
I was gonna pick
Brogdon, I bet.
I didn't. I
Quickly?
understand why I was going quickly.
And here's the thing: none of those picks are wrong.
None of those picks are wrong.
None of those picks are wrong.
Quickly was balling. I think he dropped 40 or 50, no, 40 or 30, something like that off the bench. It was one of those games I was like, ooh, okay. But he
I
gets a
like
lot
quickly, but he got a weird form.
He does. He gets a lot of attention off of just
Yeah.
because of the Knicks. If
Yeah.
I think he was somewhere else, I don't think he'd be getting as much attention. And he's a character, so that's always cool. People be scared of Bobby. But I was going quickly. But hey, I'm going Bobby. I'm going Bobby. This is another close award. The most improved player finalist. You got Jalen Brock. I don't know why I can't get these. names. Brunson. You got SGA. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. And then you got
Shea Gildress Alexander.
that's cool.
Shea Gildress Alexander.
Don't look like a little Jermaine. I'll tell you, I wasn't finna say his name.
Oh, okay. Get that man. Put some respect on that man's name, man.
All right, I get you that. And
'Cause
then we
you-
got Lori Mark. What's the market?
Oh, but you will pronounce that name.
Well, you know you're in Milwaukee, Shaw.
Okay, I knew that was
I
coming.
knew what that
I
means.
knew that was coming.
I know. I know your kind.
Oh,
Oh, you
love
want-
that.
oh, you-
Anyways,
you one of
She got
them,
that
huh?
white
Okay.
socks hat on.
White. He lives there.
Always rocking stuff from
Right.
Chicago.
Waukesha.
friends. How many friends? Friends. Y'all done?
Woo.
Are you guys
I
done?
didn't say a word.
You sure? 'Cause you started it all.
Happy 414 day yesterday.
Lori Marketing.
Louis Marketing. Now, who y'all got for y'all most improved player?
Shay, man.
Shay.
Really?
Hands
I'm going.
down.
I'm going Jalen.
Hand it
No.
to Shay.
I'm going
I'm
Jalen.
going
Hand
Shay.
it to Shay.
Shay is a bucket.
He was
Now.
an all-star.
I think did he leave?
You forgot
he was
he-
number 2 and 3 in scoring.
He was an all-star. Now, Takisi said earlier, you take him from OKC,
Oh, they're trash.
they're the number 1 or number 2 lottery team.
That's true.
Period.
Take Jalen off the Knicks.
F. They got Randall. They got Randall.
Randall was a clown.
No, Randall's a baller.
No, Randall was a clown, and he's the worst teammate ever. You
Worse than
heard it.
Kyrie.
Yep.
Worse than Gobert.
Yep. You heard it here first.
He's on the. But then again, Lori Marketing had a great great season.
He had a good season.
He had
Great is
if they had made the
He
playoffs,
had a great season.
he had a great season. If they made the playoffs, I pick him.
But Utah was in tanking mode, so there was no coming back. From
I'm going with OKC. Alexander's been balling all season.
I'm going with Jay. I'm going with Brown.
Shea has come a long way. So he went from 10 to 19 to 23 to 24 to 31 a game.
Mm-hmm.
He went from shooting 47% to 50% back to 45 to shooting 51% this year.
Oh, from the field?
Yeah.
What about 3-point?
I don't know what his 3-point percentage is. His 3-point percentage. Really?
What nobody even paid attention, bro? Dang.
We were, but
No.
go ahead.
But nobody on TV. Really?
I did. He shot 35% from 3. Decent.
That's decent.
That's decent.
That's decent.
It's above average.
But I just feel like with Bronson, he went from being Luka's backup to his starter now to holding down his own team. We see what happened with the Knicks to holding down his own team, like his own team.
Jalen.
Yeah. Like we see what happened with Dallas that he left, and we also see what happens with the Knicks without him. I think, like, I don't even think the Knicks are necessarily concerned about Randall being hurt because Bronson is there. And so to me, I'm like, I got to give it to him because certain guys like him, and I didn't even think he was this good. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't think he was this good, but he's this good.
But you got to also remember,
I think he made All-Star team too.
He got Emmanuel quickly too.
He do, but he's coming off the bench.
Shea got 2.
Jalen Williams.
Okay then. Yeah. Think about what you're saying now. Jalen got Julius. He got Quickly.
He got the other cat that balled out this season too.
He got Derrick Rose.
We're talking about the Knicks.
He got Mitchell.
Mitchell was
no.
He's solid big man.
He was a
what big man? Name the big man.
RJ Barrett had a good season.
What's the big man?
RJ Barrett had
RJ Barrett had a decent season.
He had a decent season.
But he got RJ.
He had Josh
Hart.
Hart.
Tell me one person
Obi Toppin
on OKC besides.
Okay, now, I'll say this.
Tell me one person on OKC that you want on your team besides Shea.
I'm gonna answer your question. Wakanda. OKC and Utah was supposed to be taken this year. And so for them to be in the position that they were, I give you that.
Did you see Mavs got fined and
Yeah, I seen
accused of
like 100 something.
No,
750.
750.
750.
And they should have lost first round pick, in my opinion.
No, you can't do that.
Because NBA accused them of trying to tank.
Hey.
But teams been tanking since
I know, but
the
now
NBA been around.
Adam Silver putting down.
But
that.
it's only because they said something. They stupid anyway.
Yeah,
Anyways,
dum-dums.
Yeah, but my I guess my thing is I don't think New York would be in a position that they in without
I don't
Bronson.
even think OKC would have been a play-in team. They've been in the same boat as Orlando in them.
Agreed.
Exactly, but they
team.
well, first of all, they finna
Probably would have been worse than Houston.
they finna get Bronny,
Who?
OKC. They got nice draft picks until like 2029. So I get what you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. I just feel like very strongly about the Knicks because I just feel like Julius Randle's not enough. I feel like RJ because last year we seen what happened with them. They had a nice run the year before. Then last year they was like get bounced out.
But they don't got. But they
and I see what you're saying. They have a nice squad compared to these other two teams. But
Shea did that on his own.
he did.
He did that on his
And
own. He ain't got no help. He did that.
They're super young over there at OKC. Like 25 is the oldest.
But dude, he is a bucket.
He's a bucket.
A bucket.
He was giving
He's
everybody fits this year.
He's the only one that showed up to that OKC game.
And he done knocked off almost every team on his own at least once.
I can see that. I'm still giving it to Bronson.
His cousin was giving him the business though yesterday.
Who?
Shea.
His cousin?
His cousin plays for Minnesota too. Same last name. Give him the business. Giving him the
locking
business.
him up. He's locking him up.
Yeah, he was.
Next we got,
and that's okay.
This should be a
Who was his cousin?
Alexander.
Who?
It's McDaniel Alexander.
Alexander McDaniel.
Alexander McDaniel.
That's his cousin.
I think it's his cousin.
Lock.
I heard about that too.
I didn't know that was his cousin.
I don't think a lot of people did.
don't even know
This
who
should be. I
Alexander
think this should be anonymous, but we'll see what happens. Coach of the year
You
finalist.
think it should be what? Like you did-
anonymous.
Oh yeah, anonymous.
Is it anonymous? I ain't got no problem.
Unanimous.
Unanimous. One of the two.
See, different between a jest
In a jazz.
and a jazz.
That's what you said.
A jazz. I didn't say a jazz. I
What'd you
said
say,
a
Keisha?
jest.
What Keezy,
I said a jest, like adjusting a picture.
Keisha,
You
what'd
said
he
a
say?
jazz.
Keisha, what did he
It's
say?
a just, but you said a jest.
Yeah,
A jest. That's what he said. He said a jest.
adjust is the word. Go ahead. Z.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
the
I love our playoff episodes, y'all.
coach of the year finalist.
Easy.
I even
Unanimous.
first of all, I didn't even know who this dude was until I seen him in the play.
Easy.
In the play, I'm like, that's their coach, OKC coach, Mark something.
He's a finalist.
He's a finalist.
OKC
And his-
Thunder.
and his
Are you
name-
reading that
and
correctly?
His name is not Alexander McDaniels.
It's McDaniel Alexander.
It's Jaden McDaniels.
Alexander. It's hyphenated.
No,
it
it's
said we saw it on his jersey, bro.
Mm.
There's an Alex. That's not him. There's an Alexander on the team
No,
of Minnesota.
they
It's his
never-
cousin.
It's Jaden McDaniels. I'm looking at it.
Back to the question. It was on his jersey, Alexander,
But actually, McDaniels is pretty good though.
and he locked up his cousin yesterday.
He's pretty good defensively.
He is.
He's pretty good.
He is. But Shea is still the man. Go ahead.
The OKC
coach.
OKC coach, Mike Brown, Sacramento Kings, and Joe, what's his name? Mazzulla.
Bud got snubbed. I just want to say that.
Nah.
Yeah. Number one team. Number one team.
Neither. Mike. Mullen, I don't hear either.
Malone.
Malone, I don't hear either.
That's true.
But yeah, Joe Mazzulla.
From Boston.
Yeah, from Boston. Mike Brown, unanimous.
I'm going
unanimous?
Mike Brown.
Unanimous.
Mike Brown.
It's Mike
Shout out to Mike
Mike
Brown. man, and
Brown.
those Kings,
Shut-
man.
man.
Hold on, real quick,
Give him a
real
hand.
quick,
Give him a hand.
Shout out to
Give him a
Mike
hand.
Brown and them Kings, man.
real quick.
Young
I
boys
was
over there putting
down.
in work
I
with
was
the
down. I was down with every coach that ever coached LeBron James. Mike Brown is one of them. If he hadn't had this year, I'd be down on him too. And to me, this proves that he's a good coach.
Yeah.
To me, this right here proves he's a good coach.
Well, he also helped coach Golden State to the championship.
But LeBron wanted him.
So this right here
LeBron wanted him
proves
in
he's
LA,
a
they
good
said
coach.
though.
Huh?
LeBron wanted him in LA.
I bet he did.
But you know how LA is.
Yeah, I know
So,
that.
you know,
Well, Mike Brown, the Sacramento Kings
might
have
been
not
too.
made the playoffs.
You see what
since-
happened
he might have been
in
a little too.
Yeah. The Sacramento Kings have not made the playoffs since 2006.
it's been a long
And Sacramento,
time.
it's not on your docket, as you call it. Not only should he win Coach of the Year, their GM should win Executive of the Year because he pulled off some crazy trades.
What crazy trade? Oh,
Sabonis.
I don't think
That was a
that,
steal.
that wasn't that crazy though.
That was a
Do
steal.
you
It
know
wasn't
who
that
was
crazy.
on that? Do you know who was on that Sacramento roster? Then?
I was just gonna ask you that question.
That was a steal.
No, don't look it up. Top of the dome, starting five.
that year.
That year that they made the
Just last year?
no.
Mike Bibby.
Sacramento Kings hasn't made the playoffs.
Oh, you
like-
mean since 2006? Oh,
Mike. Let me finish.
Go
I
ahead.
was going to help you. Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Turkaloo.
Nope.
No.
Turkaloo wasn't on
Mike
the
Bibby,
2016 team?
Doug Christie. It was Hito Turkoglu,
Chris Webber.
Chris Webber, Vlade Divac.
Yep.
There you go.
See?
Was it
Oh,
Turkoglu.
Pedro Stojakovic. That's who it was.
It wasn't Turkaloo?
No,
No,
it was
Pedro.
Pedro.
Turkaloo wasn't on the team? Double check the stat. I think
No, he was on New Jersey, wasn't he?
Turkaloo played for Sac.
He wasn't on there that time.
He went on there. That okay.
Nope.
Who does he with at the time?
That was the year they had Corliss Williamson and them.
Yeah, it was
they-
some boy.
Peja was a bucket.
Now that was the year. Also, low key, they beat the Lakers. Low
Yeah, they
key,
beat the Lakers.
they beat the Lakers.
Yeah.
Low key, they beat the Lakers. That was a good team. I remember that team.
That's the team that everybody said should have won the championship.
Yeah. They robbed them. The NBA did.
What NBA robbed the Bucks when they played the Sixers.
I can see that.
They even had Sharif Abdul Rahim that year.
Off the
He
bench.
was good.
That was good. That was a good lineup.
But that's when Bibby was clutch.
Oh, he was so glad.
Bibby was so clutch then. Oh my God. Dog.
Now this next one is a new award. It's called Clutch Player of the Year.
And they had Ron Artest and Bonzi Wells.
Yeah. I remember Bonzi Wells because he came from
yeah.
Portland.
Yeah,
Bonzi was a
Wells.
fool.
Yeah,
I
he
like
was.
Bonzi. Bonzi was one of my favorite players.
Bonzi kind of, but he was the
He was a
PJ
nut.
Tucker of his time.
But he can ball though.
He can
He can
hit
get
that
you a
three.
bucket.
He can
No,
hit that
he was
three.
more like the 6 man of the year of that time
I can see
because he
that.
was off the bench.
He was off the bench.
but he was a stud off the bench.
Jamal Sampson, he played for the Bucks. Brian Skinner, he played for the Bucks.
All right, can't get
Yeah, go ahead. Go to your next award.
clutch player of the year.
That's new.
That's new.
That's new.
That's
And
new.
what is the meaning behind clutch player of the year?
Clutch player.
So I know before I.
I appreciate that.
Now LeBron. I'm just kidding. Don't take the bait. That's named after
Lutz.
Steph Curry.
What?
Clutch player of the year is just that. Is the player who's made the most clutch moments within the like the last 2 minutes of the game, and who's made the most points in that during the season. Yeah, you can call it that.
So basically, the Robert Horry Award.
Yeah.
Most clutch.
The finalists were Jimmy Butler,
Really?
DeMar DeRozan,
Really?
and De'Aaron Fox. I'm going with De'Aaron Fox.
He want Jordan to have every.
Yeah, all of them.
Who?
Why would you even say that?
Why do you say LeBron
Out
in
of
most
all
things?
people, we just gave it to Robert Horry. Then you got to be the mother who say, "No, the Jordan Award." Boy, you Jordan fans, you mother
De'Aaron Fox.
Sierra Fox, Sacramento Kings. Agreed.
Fox for me.
Baller.
You know.
Baller.
All right.
Baller.
Okay.
Clutch jeans, baby.
All right. Those are official picks for us for the individual awards. Obviously, we're gonna play this clip back in social media just because that's what Dre like to do, and I like to do it too. Because anytime a nigga wrong. Anyways,
What's with the use of the N-word? Come on, man. You know we're a family show. Radio. We don't get a
That-
fine, and I'm
hey.
not paying for it.
that's fine. That's
Hey,
fine.
I'm not paying that
I'll pay.
FCC fine.
I will.
Oh, you will? Before or
Anyway,
after we get. No, I'm
friends. How many of them? I wanted to do this too before we get into our playoff picks because we never do this. We never do this. We never do NBA first team. We never do second team. We don't do that type of stuff just because it takes too long. And then, to be honest with you, but it's just one of the things I think it needs to be done this year. Who is your guys? And on top of it, this is the last year we can do it for per position. Put by position. Who is your NBA first team? We're not gonna do second and third. Just your NBA, your pick for NBA first team.
You want us to go?
I want you to go.
Or just whole
No,
team?
no. I'm saying by position. By position.
Okay. Do you
So
know yours?
center.
I mean,
power
so
forward.
center.
No,
Guard,
oh
guard.
no. I want you to go all the way down your
You
list.
Do you know yours?
Yeah, I will, but I just wanted to give y'all a quick highlight. 1 year from this day, this was the day we was having the argument of if you're the Warriors, who are you trading? Klay Thompson or Jordan Poole?
Oh.
It's exactly a year ago
Yeah,
today we were doing
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It
And I
just
think
popped up
we-
doing.
I think we
Who-
all voted for
who-
Klay Thompson.
Who you still pick today?
I think
I can put it on this and listen to who
I
you
think we
picked.
said Klay
I
Thompson.
think I said.
I think we
I
said
said
Klay.
I said Clay. I know I said
I
Clay.
think we said Klay because Jordan was younger and Klay was injured,
Yeah.
and we didn't think that Golden State was going to be invested in them.
I thought I said Poole.
I don't remember what we said.
I don't remember.
I don't
I didn't
remember.
listen to it, but it just popped up.
That's what's up.
All right,
This is our 80th episode.
maybe.
I think this is our 80th episode.
I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kesey, I don't care who I don't know who want to go first, but
You know yours, Keys? Go ahead.
NBA first team by position. So it can't be LeBron, because he can do all five.
Yeah, this is actually our 75th episode.
So
Really?
This
I
is
have
our
to have a point
75th
guard. I have to have a
episode.
shooting guard. I have to have a two guard. I mean,
Yes.
three, four,
Yeah.
and a five.
Yes.
For this year,
this year.
who's your NBA first team? It's the first time ever.
So
94
point guard.
So from this year's NBA,
This year's NBA.
This year
past
NBA,
season.
this year's stats. Who you got?
Point guard. Go ahead.
point guard. I don't know, man.
Yeah, here I'll go. Point guard, easy. Steph Curry.
Jesus Christ. You really just said that. You really just said that. Go ahead.
Who's a better point guard than Steph
I'm not saying all time. I'm saying this season.
this season?
Fine.
Who's better than Steph this season?
De'Aaron Fox.
No, second team. Second, not first.
Keep going,
You
man.
asked me for my picks.
I'm actually, you're right. You know, you asked
Okay.
your pitch. Go ahead.
I'm
So
giving
we
it to you.
basically
Real
picking
quick.
we basically just picking our 5 for the year.
Our
If you was
own
gonna roll with
personal
5, this is the 5 you
This
roll.
your 5 you roll with. Number, I just want to put this real quick. If he say Steph Curry and you say LeBron James, I might flip this table over. Continue.
Okay. My first pick, I'm gonna go with Drew Holiday as my point guard.
For first team.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
I'm going with Drew. I like Drew, and Drew showed me a lot this year that he still can do more than what people think he can do, as he's proven over the years. I like Drew.
Okay.
My 2 guard. Oh man,
I got all mine. Can I just go?
because I'm confused between a couple people. Go ahead.
Okay. Point guard, Steph Curry. Shooting guard, James Harden.
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Give me a shooting guard,
Come on,
all
man.
first
You ain't got
team.
to argue with him.
Hey,
Okay.
you ain't gotta argue.
Okay. Power forward,
Small
Giannis.
forward.
Small forward. That's the one that I'm super conflicted on. That's the one I really don't know right now, quite frankly. So I'm gonna skip that one and go
Okay.
to my power forward. Obviously, Giannis,
Mm-hmm.
and the center is Joker.
Mm.
Wait. Small forward, I got it. Duh. Jason Tatum.
Ooh.
Jason Tatum.
All right. I'll give you that.
Jason Tatum.
Go ahead.
So Steph
But
Curry.
is Tatum a 2 guard or a 3?
Here 3.
Steph Curry.
Jaylen Brown is a 2.
Yep.
No, Tatum's a 2 and Brown is the 3.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, they play him as a 2 and a 3.
Jason Tatum plays.
Well, I'll say that. I'll say this. 'cause
he's a small forward. He is listed as a small
he's
forward.
listed as a
with
small
Boston.
forward, but with Boston, you know, they dueling with their lineup. So they
So-
got Smart, White, Brown.
But he's listed officially as
Tatum.
a small forward.
Yeah, he's officially a small forward, but they
So-
got Tatum at power.
But they
and-
got Jaylen Brown as a forward too.
He ain't better than
Because I'm
Tatum.
looking at the thing.
I give you that.
So the NBA All First Team, according to Dre,
All right, I give you that.
Steph Curry at point, James Harden at shooting guard, Jason Tatum as small forward, Giannis at the power, and Joker at the center. That's my NBA All First Team. Because there's not a shooting guard better than James Harden. You said what? Like you're shocked. Maybe the closest is Devin Booker, and he's been too injured.
Who do you know who yours is, or who yours is?
No, go ahead.
I'm going De'Aaron Fox
Shooting guard or point?
point. I'm going Shea Alexander
Ooh,
for my 2.
that's good actually.
I'm going Jason Tatum with my 3. I'm going Giannis with my 4. I'm going Embiid with my center.
Ooh, so you know what's interesting?
What?
Either Embiid or Joker's not gonna make first team this year. One of them gonna make second.
That's very true. This is the
Is
last
it possible that the MVP doesn't make all first team?
year. That's very true. Has
that ever happened before? I don't think that's ever happened.
I think
This could be the first year where the MVP.
I would have to look, but
If it's Joker.
Once you say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous, but I know it's happened before. Who you got, Kesey?
All right, let's get to the business. I'm going to go with my point guard. I'm going to do Dame Dollar.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't think he's eligible.
He is eligible.
He sat out a lot of. Well, that rule's not in
That's
effect
not
yet.
a rule in
Okay,
effect.
okay.
This is the last year we can really.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Dame Dollar, my point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go. So are we? Can we pick people who were injured? Or are
Yeah.
we?
Yeah. Yep. It's your team.
Somebody has answered. Go ahead.
Because
I'm
I would have.
intrigued.
Because it's hard. Because all the players that I really want to pick is small forwards.
I
You got to
know.
pick by the position.
And that's why I said by the position, then I probably would go with Bradley Beal at my 2 guard.
This year,
This year,
not your favorite players.
I'm just saying, like, as far as 2 guards in the league this year,
Yeah,
name another
elementary
2 guard.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, James
I like
Harden,
Devin.
Shea.
I don't like Devin. I'll go with Devin. I'll go Dame Dollar, Devin,
Mm-hmm.
Devin won it last year.
LeBron James, Giannis, Embiid.
I was finna throw this mic, but it's not mine.
You
So
picked Steph, and you didn't say nothing.
I say he
Have
crazy
you seen
too.
Steph's stats?
I just want to put this
Have
out
you
here
seen LeBron James
real
stats?
quick.
He
I
ain't
didn't
better than
pick-
Jason
Hey,
Tatum's.
Look
y'all
at
talking about me? Y'all talking about me? I
Look
didn't
at
pick
him.
Luka. I didn't pick Luka. Y'all
Look
talking
at
about me? I didn't pick Luka.
Look at
Jason
him.
Tatum finished number 4 in MVP.
Look at his stats, though. Go look at LeBron's stats. Go look at LeBron's stats.
No, D, you're right. I'm wrong. I apologize to LeBron. And
They
all-
might have not been that good,
and all his followers.
but they did have. He did have the stats.
I'm liking what I'm seeing with old school LeBron. Go ahead, Z. Who's your five?
I already picked mine.
No, you didn't.
I did. Fox.
You did. I'm sorry.
Shay.
I got confused because
Tatum.
LeBron. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Now, well, I didn't pick Luka, by the way. Yeah.
because he doesn't deserve it.
Neither does Steph, but you picked him or LeBron. Yeah, I said
So
it.
should we
We're
bet?
going right there?
So let's say what gentleman's bet here.
No, we're not doing that.
Steph Curry makes NBA All First Team point guard. Let's give a guarantee of our favorite player. Guarantee Steph makes
Hold on, you want to guarantee a player?
a guarantee. It's not Giannis because we know he gonna make it.
All right, fine.
It's not Giannis. Guarantee a player. I guarantee Steph makes All First. Who's your guarantee? And yours has to be LeBron because you stand behind it.
Shay's my guarantee.
Okay, who's your guarantee for All First Team?
Giannis.
You can't use Giannis.
You had a
already
good one.
said that. You
Who?
can't use Giannis.
Dang.
Who is it? Is it LeBron? Is that your guarantee?
So many small forwards. I can't.
Pick one.
Who's your guarantee that makes first team? I guarantee Steph.
Tatum.
Jason Tatum. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Before we get out of here, we're gonna do picks for the year. I'm sorry, not for the year, for the playoffs. We're going all the way to the finals.
All the way.
All the way.
Not just first round.
Not just first round, all the way.
Oh boy. Okay.
Because we, as time goes by and stuff happens, we'll discuss it. But this right here,
We'll discuss and have to make adjustments because second round's gonna look different.
and when
All right.
and when Golden State is down 2-0, I don't want to hear.
But we
nothing.
can only do the first round because we don't know who's gonna be next.
You can make a prediction.
So we're
though.
gonna make a prediction based on now, but then when the second round starts,
'Cause I'm saying that because the 16 teams are set.
yes, I agree.
So I'm saying, like I said before,
I
we'll
agree.
discuss and we'll talk about it as the playoffs go along. But right now, I want some concrete.
okay.
I want you to, put your chest on it.
Finals.
No, we're gonna
No,
do the
I'm saying
whole
not-
thing.
Whole thing.
All right,
How?
I'm finna break it down to
break
you.
it down. Go ahead.
I'm finna go. Let's say
I got mine.
I got Bucks. So I got Bucks.
No. Let's not do it that way.
What you mean?
Do it like series by series. Nets versus.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we can't do that.
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
can.
Like I said, we can. We'll discuss as time goes by. But let's say you said Brooklyn
get-
Nets, and the Brooklyn Nets get bounced out. Obviously, you was wrong, but then you can, go from there.
Then let's do our picks for who we got to the finals. Then
So
That's
y'all
what
didn't
we
do
should
the
be
bracket
doing. We
challenge
shouldn't be
then.
doing the bracket challenge.
Y'all should have did the bracket challenge.
Well,
But or we can do it like this. So for example, I have Philly in 6, Celtics in 4, Cavs in 7. This is first round.
Okay.
Warriors in 6, Lakers in 7. Although I'm conflicted with that one. I'm conflicted.
we
But I
will.
got the Lakers in Memphis. I'm super conflicted. I got the Lakers in 7.
I'm finna, okay. Here's what I wanted to. Okay,
Buck,
here's
go
the thing. I'm finna just show it to y'all. I'm finna just send it to y'all. Because Nick Wright, this is what I was planning when I was thinking. So Nick Wright of Fox something, they got some show on Fox. He got Nuggets in 6, Suns in 5.
That's what I just did.
Pretty much what you did
That's what I
there.
just did.
So we just do that.
Okay. I'll start from the top.
We go round by round, round by round. I know
That's
it's a lot.
harder,
It's
though.
harder,
It's harder.
but it's a lot. It's a
So
lot.
I think we should do it like this because it is harder without seeing it. Like, okay, who is this team gonna play in a second? Let's just do first round picks and finals prediction.
Yeah.
Let's just
All
do
right,
it that way.
all right,
And then we can worry about second round.
All
If
right.
that's okay, PG.
That's cool, Dre.
So I'll start from the top.
As-
Sixers in 4. Maybe 5. I had some hope for Brooklyn, not gonna lie.
Sixers and 6.
Okay, Zeke.
Sixers and 7.
Okay. Celtics in 4.
Celtics and 5.
Celtics and 5. I think Atlanta I wanted them.
Cavs in 7.
Cavs and 6.
Knicks and 7.
Ooh. Yeah, Randall, is he playing?
I
Is he
don't-
playing? What's the score right now? We're recording on a
New York
Saturday
is
night,
up
folks.
3 right now.
Okay.
Is he Randall?
Julius Randle got 16 and 5 right now in the first
Ooh.
quarter.
Get it. That's what's up.
Okay, so
That's
he's
what's
playing.
up. That's what's up. Who has home court advantage?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay, I'm just asking. Just asking.
Who you got?
I got the Cavs at 7. I think that's going to be the most competitive series outside of the Lakers and Memphis.
No, I don't think.
I think that's the one that's going to go back and forth. But let's keep going because I got something that might shock y'all.
I know you do.
Warriors in 6.
Of course you do. That's not a shocker. To us.
That's not the shocker, but when
That's
you
not
hear
your
it,
shocker.
that's not the shocker.
Okay.
Warriors in 6.
I'm going.
Y'all are going to see that the Warriors has championship pedigree, as you like to say.
I was going to put this up real quick. I don't want the Warriors to win it for this reason and this reason.
You don't want me
alone.
to be right?
No. Well, I'm sorry. For 2 reasons and 2 reasons alone.
You don't want me to be right?
Hey, for
You don't want me to be right 2 years in a row?
2 years. Hey, now it's 2 reasons. I'm sorry. Number 1 reason is Dre. Number 2 reason, Draymond Green had the audacity to print out a shirt. Y'all bet not let us win another fucking title.
I love it.
I wanted to break the screen.
I love it. Confidence. Championship confidence. I wish the Bucks would wear something like that.
We're humble.
Are we?
Here in Wisconsin, we're
I don't
humble.
know. Giannis was holding up a paper that said we just swept you.
I got Kings in 7.
I got Kings in 7 too.
Okay, great.
I think Golden State gonna give them a run. If they do win the series, it's gonna be by the hair on their chin.
Just like last year, right? Lakers in 7. Although I'm conflicted on this one.
I'm going.
You said Lakers in 7.
I'm going Lakers in 6.
I got Lakers in 7.
Lakers in 6.
I got Lakers in 7.
I got Memphis in 5.
I think folks are gonna see if the Lakers stay healthy, LeBron is a monster in the playoffs.
We're going to see just how old LeBron James is. That's what
put
we're
your
going
money
to
where
see.
your mouth is
Y'all want to see this?
before the series even start.
Let's do it.
I got 50.
I don't need it.
Yeah, 50.
I want to see the look on your
Gentleman's
face
bet.
when they lose. I don't want no gentleman's bet. I want to see the look on your
Lunch.
face when they lose.
You know you ain't gonna make no money.
That's trying to be me and peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
The next one,
Or a wish.
but Bucks
The
in
piece of
5,
bread.
but this could easily be a sweep.
Bucks in 6.
Really?
What?
Because Miami been playing, so they got a little momentum going
Bucks
in.
in 5.
So I think they might get a game or two here and there.
Bucks in 5.
Okay. Now here's the upset. Minnesota in 7.
You really don't like the Nuggets?
I don't buy the Nuggets pedigree, in your words. I don't buy that they're that good of a basketball team.
Nuggets in 6.
I got Minnesota in 7. That's my upset pick.
Nuggets
I got Minnesota in. No, I'm sorry. I got Denver in 5.
Okay.
Denver,
You know what?
Okay.
Denver in 6.
I got Minnesota.
Cat is playing at an all-time high level now.
He gonna have to.
Gobert is back.
The way Joker.
Nobody,
goes,
hold up. Nobody on Denver can hold Edwards.
Ed-
Nobody.
But you got to remember, Edwards is hurt.
But he's playing though.
He's hurt.
But he's playing.
I'm with that. I
But
don't
he's
want to hear.
playing.
I don't.
He's
You
hurt.
playing, but you playing. I
But
want. I want to hear you.
He's
you
hurt, though.
I know he's
And
hurt.
the way he fell,
I know he's hurt.
and the way he fell on that shoulder,
And the way he
that
looking.
shoulder is not right.
This is my thing. Way he was looking
And
against.
it's going to come out after the season is over. Watch.
Yeah, and I hate that. But
Yeah.
the way he was playing against the Lakers and the way he was playing against OKC, I ain't gonna say he ain't got it, but this is another lesson in a young man career. And I think he's gonna be a great player one of these days. But this is just another lesson. And
Yeah.
I think, and then Rudy Gobert, Joker finna go to work on him. He just finna go to work on him. So
Well, they better hope.
I'm going.
They
Denver
better
and
hope they might put Cat on Rudy. I'm sorry, they might put Cat on Joker. He gonna baby him too. But see, Cat can do what Joker can do. It's just not as obvious.
Well, first of all,
Cat's a double too.
yeah,
Cat's
he's
a
double.
bucket too.
Yeah, if he's not in foul trouble.
Yeah, that's true. And then the last one is
Suns and
the
Clippers.
The Suns Clippers. I have
Suns
the
and
Suns in 6.
I got the Suns in 5. No Paul George.
They don't need him anyway. He don't never show up in the playoffs anyway.
They need that body.
He don't never show up.
Clippers in 6.
Ooh. Did you see his comments?
What?
He went off on the NBA. He said the LA teams are the only teams that have an every other day schedule in the first round of the playoffs, where other teams get at least 2 days off in between games. 2 to 3 days off. He was pretty mad.
Who said that?
PG, playoff P.
I mean,
He had a point, but
So, and here we go. My NBA Finals prediction. So we're gonna give our
Are
finals
you hold on?
prediction.
Are you giving 2 teams and a winner?
No, we're not doing a winner right now.
You
Or
wanna
we
do-
can. It's your call. Whatever you want.
Let's do 2 teams.
Okay. My NBA Finals prediction.
You know what? Winner.
Drum roll.
All
NBA
3.
Finals prediction. Do we have a drum roll?
We don't have a drum roll.
Okay. The Milwaukee Bucks
Say it. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead.
versus the Golden State Warriors. And I want to preface it by saying this could easily be.
No, don't you do that.
No,
don't you
chill
tap
out.
dance.
No,
don't you tap dance
No,
around
I'm
this.
not tap dancing. I'm standing by my pick, but I want to preface it by saying this could easily be the Suns, Clippers.
That's tap
Let me
dancing.
finish. No, it's not tap dancing. It's a preface. Or anyone else in the West, because I truly believe the West is wide open.
He's
But I'm
tap
picking
dancing?
the Bucks versus the Warriors. That's not a
Okay.
tap
Oh,
dance.
all right,
That's a
fine.
preface.
No, just hear my thing.
That's
Here-
a preface.
okay,
A tap dance is, I don't really know. I'm
No,
really
here's the
feeling the
thing.
Bucks.
No,
I'm
here's
really
the thing.
feeling the Warriors.
No, here's the thing, though.
No.
No, here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing, Dre. This is why I know you be tap dancing.
Oh,
Let's say the Warriors don't make it. I said the Clippers. I
No.
said the Suns.
No.
That's what we're talking
no,
about. That's what I'm talking
no.
about.
What I would say, if the Warriors lose, I would say my prediction was the Bucks versus the Warriors. The Warriors aren't in it, but I also said it could easily been the Suns, Clippers, or anyone else.
What
It's
did
not
I
a tap dance. It's a fact.
That's a tap dance.
It's a fact.
Just
Bucks
take
ver-
the L.
Bucks versus Warriors. Kesey.
Boston, LA.
I'm sorry. Could you speak that into the mic, please?
Boston, LA.
I'm sorry. We're talking about the NBA Finals for 2023. Continue.
You don't have the Bucks going this year.
It's something off this year.
Why you say that, Kesey, dude?
You know what? A lot of people feel that way, though.
I don't know what it is, but I feel Boston is going back.
Is Boston our kryptonite?
And Boston has our number. And I'm scared Chris Middleton is not going to be Chris Middleton this year.
Because everyone was saying if Middleton was healthy last year, we would have beat Boston. Boston killed us twice this year. On Christmas.
And the only reason I say LA is because LeBron is a
LeBron
different
James.
player in the playoffs. You can say all you want all season, like, yeah, I get it,
LeBron
this, that, whatever
James.
about LeBron.
Yeah.
But everybody know when you play against playoff LeBron, it's a problem for you. And I just don't think Memphis is ready for them problems if AD is coming to play with them.
You know what's interesting is if the playoff gods align, it will be the Boston Celtics and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I see that,
That-
but I see Boston beating us for some reason. I would hate it, but I see Boston beating us,
Only reason.
and I see LA once they beat.
You're not wrong.
Once LA if they beat Memphis, it's a problem for the
Well,
West.
you know who they would play in the second round. They would either play the Sacramento Kings or the Golden State Warriors.
and it's going to be a problem for them.
So I'm excited about the playoffs. I can't wait to get home to watch tonight. I'm excited about the playoffs. Zeke, who you got? I'm going to be honest. I'm shocked to hear you pick Boston. I thought the fan in you would pick the Bucks.
the fan in him pick LeBron.
Because, well, no, a lot of people have the Lakers going.
Yeah, for some. You know what? I'm
You
not
know
gonna say
what?
what I
A
want to say.
lot of
I'm-
people have
I
the
don't care
Lakers
what
going.
you say, but it's not very often you can bounce LeBron out the playoffs.
Here's the thing. Number
It
one,
ain't very often you
I
can
agree
bounce
with you.
LeBron out the playoffs.
I agree with you, and I will say this. I
But you gotta
said
remember,
this.
LeBron has had time to get healthy.
Yeah, I said this 2 weeks ago. Whoever wins the Memphis versus Lakers series is probably bound to make the NBA Finals. And also, here's my thing.
Got a
Let's
lot of
say
faith in them young boys.
I just want them to beat Golden State.
It's not happening.
The
really want
Lakers
them
is
to
the only
beat
team
Golden
I can
State.
see beating Golden State.
I don't see.
If Golden State go against any of the rest of them, they're gonna put the pause on them.
This is the thing, and here's the thing.
I don't care what you say.
Nope.
You can talk all you want, and you can say all you want about the Golden State Warriors. But if
gotta let me finish.
you ain't got King James, the Warriors is a problem for you.
Let me just say this. Because I don't want to.
And Andre said it best.
What?
They have championship pedigree, and it's hard to find that in NBA
What
teams
you looking
now.
at me for?
And it's only a few players that got that.
Fine.
I'm
And I'm gonna
saying-
tell you right now, KD ain't one.
Nope.
Devin Booker ain't one.
Nope.
Chris Paul ain't one.
Nope.
Giannis is one.
I can't believe. I can't.
I can tell you that.
I can't believe. I promise you.
But Giannis is
I
not
can't
enough
believe you
without
just
Chris.
sitting over here.
And I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I can't believe you over there sitting over siding with this man. It's pissing me off so much.
You don't believe it?
Because the joy that Trey is having in his inner body right now is irritating me so much.
He want to cut your throat.
I swear, because Trey is over there, and it's a party in his inner soul. He over there.
I'm just like one of those lawyers
He
when you
over
know
there.
the verdict is gonna go the other way. I'm just like,
Because he got this case in a rap. He just over there.
all I'm saying is, and I'm not, make no mistakes about it. I'm a huge Steph Curry fan. Can't stand the Golden State Warriors. True story. Can't stand the Golden State Warriors. But the bottom line is, the bottom line is,
And I hear this Stephen B moment.
no. Because I don't want the camera to see that. The bottom line is the Golden State.
Oh my God.
The
Go
Golden
ahead.
State Warriors, even last year, people counted them out. Even last year,
They look.
and they
God.
won it.
Let me
Steph
just-
Curry,
Go ahead.
I know y'all don't respect him. Kesey does to an extent. Steph Curry is a bucket. No, I'm hiding something from camera. Steph Curry is a bucket. And he will carry the Golden State Warriors to these finals, I believe. But it can be anyone. So thank you, Kesey, for your Stephen B. CD moment. I appreciate that. So Zeke, who you got, man?
Let me just preface this as saying this.
Oh, you can preface, but I can't.
No, I'm gonna just let me just get it out. I'm not that much of a hater where I don't see what you guys are talking about.
We're objective. Most of us are mostly rejected.
So when you talk about the pedigree of the Golden State Warriors, they look horrible during the season, but as long as they get in that top 6, they are an issue. They are an issue because they've been here before. As far as the Lakers go, I do believe that LeBron James playoff LeBron James is a real thing, and it's a very scary thing for opposite teams. But I'm always down for the new blood and change to come.
Great.
So the fan of the game in me is like, okay, I want Sacramento to win and I want Memphis to win. That's gonna be an exciting playoff to me. Now, I would not be shocked. Hold on a second. Let me say this. I would not be shocked if the opposite happened, where that playoff pedigree, we've been here before, we know what to do in these situations, if that pans out to advance them to the second round. But I will say this also, Golden State Warriors, that pedigree versus LeBron James, unfortunately, LeBron James and the Lakers don't have enough. Even with LeBron scoring 50, 15, and 12 assists, it's not enough because Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, I hate Draymond Green, Jordan Poole is starting to get it, and they finna get back Wiggins. Hold on, let me finish. And they finna get back Wiggins. That Wiggins factor got them to the championship last year. That Wiggins factor is probably going to be the situation. Same thing this year.
Vanderbilt on him.
And
Vanderbilt play D. That's what Vanderbilt do.
So let me say this.
We're gonna throw Vanderbilt. You're gonna throw Vanderbilt on Wiggins.
Because
you throw Schroeder on Curry.
What?
So let me say this.
Barbecue chicken.
Hold up. Let me say this.
And ribs.
Because you haven't picked yet. Let me say this. And I know.
And Steph got to play D.
And I know Kesey, and he does. Kesey may not agree with this. Yes, these teams built super teams to stop LeBron. Agree. But you know who LeBron's kryptonite really is? Really?
Don't worry about it, Tone.
Just kidding, man.
Dre just did it.
Who?
LeBron's kryptonite?
Who?
Is Steph Curry. If you look at all his finals losses, the ones he lost that were really the most embarrassing were against the Golden State Warriors.
But it was always that third player. It wasn't. Hold on. Let me finish before you say something. It wasn't Golden State Warriors, but it wasn't Klay and it wasn't Steph.
It was KD.
Nope. First year it was Andre Iguodala.
Yep, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Second year was Draymond.
No. Actually, first year it was Harrison Barnes.
Oh, you can't forget about Harrison.
Second year it was Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
third year they came back and they beat them, and then that's when Golden State went and got KD.
KD went to Golden State. Here's why I say here's why I say Steph is his kryptonite. Because and LeBron talks about this, when you see Steph shoot, if you look at LeBron's mannerism, it's almost like he falls into a depression. His whole body language just goes. And someone asked him, they said, how do you stop Steph Curry? And LeBron said, you don't.
You just slow him down.
You just slow him down and hope he has a bad shooting game. That's why I say he's the kryptonite. Who's your pick, Dancer?
My pick is the Milwaukee Bucks and Phoenix.
I like that.
Phoenix won't even get past the Clippers.
I like that.
Real quick.
I like that.
Now, I was going to say this, and then we're going to get up out of here. You picked the Celtics over the Bucks. Low key, I know why you did that.
And you're not wrong.
You're not wrong either.
You're not wrong.
The thing about it,
before you finish, Zeke, let me say this. I'm not going to lie to you. The fan in me picked the Bucks.
That's not a fan in me.
I said the fan in
The
me.
The fan in me wants the Bucks to win.
The fan in me picked the
But
Bucks.
the realistically of me, the Boston Celtics are dangerous.
The believer in me, I'm worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried about the Bucks only against the Celtics though.
See,
because they blew us out by 40 with our full roster.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing. It's easy it is to win a game after you play two crummy teams, then you play a really good team, so you feeling good, then they slap you across the face. It's easy it is to win a game in the NBA. It's easy to lose a game in the NBA.
Absolutely.
Just like that.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what happened every time we played the Celtics. We had a couple crummy teams. We was blowing teams out. Then we played the Celtics and we was feeling good. And all of a sudden they was like, nope, we here and we ready to play. Now, here's my thing. This is why I said I'm scared about the Boston Celtics. Last time we had number 1 seed, we got pulled out the semifinals. Every time the Bucks are the underdog, that's when we rise to the occasion. But when we had that number 1 seed feeling good,
even though we're the number 1 seed, people still don't got us going on over.
Most people do though. Like they got us and the Lakers. It's us and the Lakers.
Or it's us in Memphis, or it's us in Phoenix, or it's us in the Clippers.
Like
Milwaukee has the highest bets right now in Vegas of the Eastern Conference, I think, or overall to win the NBA championship.
Yeah,
it's Milwaukee and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, and so my thing is, I'm just like, it's just that number 1 seed, and that's why I think it was that important. It just kind of scares me because last time we had it, they shut it down very quickly.
But think of a finals with LeBron versus Giannis.
That would be great.
It would be great. But here's the thing,
that would be great for basketball because then it would be Giannis' turn to take the torch.
But here's the thing about the Bucks: Holiday, Middleton, this deep roster we've been talking about for weeks have to show up.
Oh, they have to.
They have to show up
without a doubt.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: you don't want Boston to go up 2-0. Because Boston, what I've noticed about the Boston Celtics all season, they're the one team that if a league gets too big, there's no catching up to that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is going to determine the Bucks season and how it finishes. If Bud can make adjustments again.
Yeah.
If he don't get stuck in his head and his ass and keep playing the same things that he normally do instead of adjusting to what the pace of the game is and what's going on in the game, the Bucks will lose.
All right, so let's do this. We didn't do this.
What?
Who's the NBA champions at the end of the season? Crown your champion.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Crown your champion.
Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm going Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Lakers.
All right.
Well, this has been another stimulating episode.
It's been a good one.
Playoffs are like that. A little bit. We went a little bit longer, and we recorded on a different day.
We had a lot to talk about.
We had a lot to talk about. But I'm glad we got everything out. Now it's out in the open. We probably gonna post these pics on social media. Especially Kesey. There's gonna be a lot of people getting that Kesey, which is always a good thing for me. But I know Kesey don't
I want
care.
the smoke.
All the smoke. We're gonna tag Stephen A. Smith.
And I want the views. Right.
So
this has been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is your boy Big Zeke.
Dre. Casey.
And your boy Keith.
You can catch us on all social media platforms and all on streaming platforms. Peace.
94 Feet Nation, baby.
Peace, good people.